This is QTV News coming to you from our studios on Caraba Avenue. I am Omudu Gajaga and thank you for joining us. First, here are our main news headlines. The EAS National Office under the Ministry of Trade organized a two-day stakeholder sectoral program committee meeting on Tuesday to provide an update on the implementation of EAS programs and projects. The National Population Commission under the Office of the Vice President and stakeholders validated the draft National Population Commission bill on Tuesday. 70 personnel from the media and civil society have graduated from various courses through the Promoting Rights and Justice in the Gambia project. And in business news, we have the foreign exchange rates from the Central Bank of the Gambia from the 21st to the 25th of August 2023. In international news, most of the leaders of the BRICS countries of Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa opened their 15th Summit of Heads of States and Government in South Africa on Tuesday. Those were the news headlines, and now the news in detail. Welcome and thank you for joining us. This is QTV News. The EAS National Office under the Ministry of Trade organized a two-day sectoral program committee meeting on Tuesday for stakeholders to provide an update on the implementation of EAS programs and projects. Julden Jai has more.
This annual meeting is a platform for the EAS National Office to get updates for more effective execution of its mandate as the link between the EAS Commission and the Gambia, while making the coordination, facilitation and monitoring of EAS projects, programs and activities at the national level more efficient. Abdullah Jame, Deputy Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Trade, says Gambia is fully committed to the regional integration process and the implementation of the various EAS programs and protocols.
As we forge ahead with the integration agenda, it is therefore important as a country to take stock of what our experiences, our challenges, and achievements have been so far. The meeting of this committee will therefore enhance our understanding of the EAS programs and strengthen our participation in EAS. I wish to encourage all of you to effectively participate in the workshop.
And Tabora Ture, Director of Regional Integration at the Ministry of Trade, explains some of the challenges they've encountered.
We don't know what institutions are doing, EAS activities they are doing in the Gambia. It is a challenge when we call them to come and report on the activities. It is really a challenge for us to know what they're doing, and if we don't know what they're doing, we can get the benefits from EAS. This is why we set up this specific committee to gather information from them on what the challenges they're facing, what the opportunities they have, and also to better coordinate the EAS programs in the Gambia.
Babukar Sisi, Director of Competition at the Gambia Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, explains what the Commission has been doing to ensure consumer protection and participation within the sub-region.
Gambia has been playing a very big role in developing this EAS competition law. So the advantage that it has as a country taking this lead, it means your national laws will definitely be reflected in the regional programs. And given that the EAS headquarters is in the Gambia, for regional competition authority, it has also make it accessible, for Gambia to easily complain when the country is affected by anti-competitive conduct. When it comes to the sub-region, which is EAS, and even at the AFCFTA, the Gambia has played a very big, vital role in the negotiation of the AFCFTA competition protocol.
Mr. Sise also highlights some of the challenges faced by his institution.
The EAS Regional Competition Authority is housed in the Gambia, but they are yet to be fully staffed. So when issues come in, the strategy that EAS has used to make sure that they resolve that is to recruit people, experts from member countries to do certain investigations for them. But given that ECA is yet to be fully staffed, is also, is a challenge. And also for the Gambia, the competition law we have been here, since 2007. And it has not been amended. That's why the Commission is working so hard to make sure that, it is amended.
The main objective of the ECOWAS is to promote economic cooperation among its member states to raise standards of living, sustainable economic development, and regional peace. For QTV News, I am Julden Jai.
The National Population Commission under the Office of the Vice President and stakeholders validated the draft National Population Commission bill on Tuesday. Loli M. Camara has more.
Stakeholders from government ministries, departments, and agencies are gathered for a day-long review and capture stakeholder inputs for incorporation into the bill. Established in 1997, the National Population Commission Secretariat is the coordinating authority of the national population policy and programs. Its director, Mariama Fane, said the 2023 Commission bill embodies their commitment to ensuring the well-being of its citizens in creating a strategic path towards harnessing the demographic dividend and fostering socio-economic development.
Thus, in the pages of this bill, you will find the framework of a commission and its operational arms, the board, the secretariat, the observatory, and decentralized coordination structures that are poised to be driving forces behind strategic planning, policy formulation, resource mobilization, and advocacy related to population matters, among others. These institutions are envisaged to work in synergy with other governmental bodies, non-governmental organizations, civil society, and international partners to create a robust network that nurtures a demographic dividend, where our population's potential translates into economic growth, social progress, and sustainable development.
Madam Fane thanked the law firm Torodo Chambers, the staff, and all other stakeholders for their invaluable and insightful contributions towards the drafting of the document. The bill takes into consideration existing national legislation in the Gambia related to population management, international instruments dealing with population issues and concerns matters, and best practice from sister common law jurisdictions. Kodu El Jaban Senghor, Permanent Secretary, Office of the Vice President, reveals that the National Population Commission Secretariat, since its establishment in 1997, continued to play an important role in informing policies, strategies, and decisions related to population and development, thus guiding the country towards a future where inclusivity, equity, and sustainable growth can flourish.
As we gather here today, we acknowledge a critical need that has been long overdue: a robust legal framework to underpin the operations and mandate of the National Population Commission and its Secretariat. It is imperative that an institution of such significance operates within a comprehensive legal framework that defines its purpose, functions, authority, and operational guidelines. This legal basis ensures that the Commission and its Secretariat operate effectively, transparently, and accountably in fulfilling its role.
As they validate this important bill, officials believe that once it becomes law, it will help build a future that stands on the pillars of accountability, transparency, and inclusivity in fulfilling the Commission's mandate. For QTV News, Loli M. Kamara.
70 personnel from the media and civil society have graduated from various courses through Promoting Rights and Justice in the Gambia project. As Jenna Bosanko reports, this activity was implemented by Freedom House and its training partners.
The media and civil society personnel graduated from ethical reporting, fundraising and project management courses, supported by the Promoting Rights and Justice Project. The Promoting Rights and Justice Project is a U.S. government-funded program through USAID. It is one of the biggest American investments in the Gambia, and it will last till 2026. The project's objectives are jointly implemented by the American Bar Association and Freedom House. The graduating students were drawn from different media and civil society organizations to help consolidate democracy through their work, using the knowledge gained. Demba Kanda is the Deputy Chief of Party for the Promoting Rights and Justice Project.
The diversity of your training programs, from ethical reporting to project management, reflects the multifaceted nature of democracy itself. Democracy is not a static concept. It's an ongoing process that requires constant nurturing, understanding, and collective effort. This is even more true in our dear motherland, the Gambia. So therefore, it's about you listening to voices, respecting differences, and finding common ground.
Former journalist and activist Madi Jabate gave the keynote address on the theme, the role of the media and civil society in building strong democracies. Jabate called on journalists to always remember the power of upholding the principles of journalism and that journalism is beyond a celebrity lifestyle. This is what he had to say about civil society and their role.
What is our purpose? As civil society, what is our rationale? What is our theory of change? What is our legitimacy? That is, do we have honesty, consistency, and integrity to practice what we preach without ill will or favor? Are we truly dedicated to the values and standards that define us as civil society and underpin our existence? Are we doing the right thing in the right way? CSOs cannot be trusted and be influential advocates for democracy and good governance when they lack legitimacy, consistency, and honesty.
Mariam Cisse is one of the participants of the training program, and she's excited about what more she can do after the knowledge she gained.
Our challenges we encounter as individuals and as professionals in our field, and be able to enhance our knowledge on the respective areas. So going back with everything that we've learned, we'll see how we implement to be able to improve in our daily activities and professional skills and knowledge and in all aspects of our work.
The Promoting Rights and Justice project started at a time when assistance was urgently needed to strengthen the foundations for the Gambia's consolidation of democracy. The Promoting Rights and Justice aims to solidify and accelerate domestic transition in the Gambia by supporting the justice sector and civil society to hold elected officials and government institutions accountable to the public. It is hoped that 70 personnel trained will share and register impact in their different areas. Reporting for QTV News, I am Jenna Wasonko.
We'll now go for a commercial break, and when we return, we still have some more local and international news stories. Do stay tuned.
Introducing the future of hassle-free and seamless financial transaction. The Una Wallet app, empowering you to effortlessly manage your money anytime, anywhere. With the Una Wallet app, you can now enjoy branchless banking, wallet-to-wallet transfer, wallet-to-cash, and bank cross-border payments, deposit at a bank, and withdraw from any Una branch. Get ready to experience the ultimate banking convenience with the Una Wallet app. With just few taps on your phone, you can effortlessly add funds, withdraw, and send money to your loved ones. The Una Wallet app also provides a detailed history of your transaction, making it easier to track your expenses. So, what are you waiting for? Download the Una Wallet app today on Play Store or App Store and say goodbye to hassle of traditional banking. Uno Forex Bureau Limited, delivering much more than money.
The art of juggling is a true spectacle of agility, coordination, and speed. A symbol of progression, precision, and mastery. "5G speed is like having the juggler in your pocket. With lightning-fast download and upload speeds, you'll easily be able to juggle even the busiest workdays. Whether you're a busy entrepreneur, a creative, or just someone who wants to stay connected. Juggle your tasks with ease with QCell 5G speed. The future is here. It's fast, reliable, and efficient. First brought to you by QCell. We innovate, others follow.
Welcome back and thank you very much for joining us. This is QTV News. The Brikama Area Council Green Initiative was launched on Saturday to plant trees in various communities in the West Coast region to combat climate change. I was with the team and here is my report. The tree planting exercise began at the Brikama Area Council premises where Chairman Yankuba Dabo planted a coconut seedling to officially launch the Council's Green Initiative, aimed at promoting environmental conservation, fostering climate resilience communities, and restoring forest cover.
What we've been doing is we've been cutting down trees, building structures, but forgetting to plant trees to enable us to sustain our climate. And that's what this initiative is about, to remind us that this is our responsibility, that we need to embark on this in order to save the planet, not just for ourselves, for the future generation as well.
With a common goal and purpose, Chairman Dabo and his council members joined the National Environment Agency and other partners to plant more coconut seedlings at the Tangier Beach to combat coastal erosion. More than 200 coconut seedlings will be planted along the beaches. Chairman Yankuba Dabo says it is time to save the planet.
Each tree we plant is a testament to our utmost dedication to our environmental stewardship. As these trees grow, so too will our impact grow. As they provide shade, shelter, and sustenance to all living things. Let us remember that our actions today determine the legacy we leave for tomorrow.
The Brikama Area Council team also partnered with popular Gambian artist Sana Singate, commonly known as ST, and his foundation to plant coconut seedlings along the banks of the Sifo stream. Pirang was the final destination for Chairman Dabo and his team. Tree planting also occurred in Fonyi Kanilai, Jomukunda, and Jonyir Community Forest on Sunday. Mamudu Gajaga, QTV News. From that story, now to business news. The Central Bank of the Gambia has issued the official interbank foreign exchange rates, and here are those rates.
It has released the following official interbank foreign exchange rates for valuation purposes, applicable from the 21st of August to the 25th of August 2023. The rates are as follows. $1 US, $60 C, 81 batuts. €1, $66 C, 46 batuts. 1 British pound, $76 C, 14 batuts. 1 Swiss franc, $65 C, 78 batuts. 5,000 CFA franc, $494 C and 4 batuts. 100 Swedish krona, $537 C, 31 batuts. 100 Norwegian krona, $584 C, 39 batuts. 100 Danish krona, $730 C, 24 batuts. West African unit of account currency, $79 C, 65 batuts. This is the end of the official interbank foreign exchange rate valuation from the Central Bank of the Gambia for the period of 21st of August to the 25th of August 2023. Aldo Dele Campbell reporting for QTV News.
From that money matters now to international news. Most of the leaders of the BRICS countries of Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa opened their 15th Summit of Heads of State and Government in South Africa on Tuesday.
The notable absentee is, of course, Russia's President Vladimir Putin, who will attend virtually. His foreign minister, Sergei Lavrov, is representing him in South Africa, facing an International Criminal Court ICC arrest warrant. Putin decided not to travel to Johannesburg because that would have compelled South Africa, a member of the International Criminal Court, to detain him. The summit has grabbed global attention and has been billed by analysts as a pivotal gathering that could reshape the global order and provide Africa with a golden opportunity to build upon the Africa Agenda 2063. The theme of the summit is BRICS and Africa, Partnership for Mutually Accelerated Growth, Sustainable Development, and Inclusive Multilateralism. The theme, indeed the bloc, raises the prospects of a new model of development, offering an alternative to the Western-led international order, which, as the narrative goes, has long denied emerging and developing economies greater voice and representation in international financial institutions such as the IMF and the World Bank. In Johannesburg, two big topics will dominate conversations: expansion of the bloc and de-dollarization, the process whereby countries reduce their reliance on the US dollar. Many have suggested a BRICS-backed currency to rival the dollar. And on expansion, China is looking to build a broader coalition of developing countries to extend Beijing's influence and reinforce its efforts to compete with the US on the global stage, according to some analysts. And officials in South Africa say more than 40 countries have expressed interest in joining BRICS. 23 are thought to have asked formally to be admitted. The notion of BRICS countries has its origins in a 2001 paper written by a former managing director of Goldman Sachs Asset Management, Jim O'Neill, who wrote, "Over the next 10 years, the weight of the BRICS, and especially China in world GDP, will grow. In line with these prospects, world policy-making forums should be reorganized, and in particular, the G7 should be adjusted to incorporate BRIC representatives." Then, South Africa was not a member. It joined in 2011. While the reorganization was being debated, the BRICS went ahead to form a bloc and held its first summit in 2009 in Russia. At the time of O'Neill's paper, BRIC countries accounted for about 8% of global GDP. Currently, the bloc makes up a quarter of the global economy and is also home to more than 40% of the world's population. In 2014, the bloc set up a new development bank, and by the end of 2022, the bank had lent nearly $33 billion in infrastructure financing. However, their detractors have been skeptical of hopes that even an enlarged BRICS grouping could have much impact. They point out that the bloc's ambition to exert significant global political and economic influence has been undermined by the differences between the values, interests, and political systems of its members. So, while China may want to espouse an explicitly anti-Western stance, India may not wish to do so. And China and Russia may be united in their opposition to Western hegemony, but they are far from united on what to replace it with. African candidates for membership, such as Ethiopia and Nigeria, are attracted by the bloc's commitment to UN reforms that will give Africa a more powerful global voice. And other BRICS members, such as South Africa, are keen not to be pulled into the rivalries of bloc geopolitics. The summit, unlike previous summits, comes amid fanfare and high expectations. But whether it could mark a significant step in the reconfiguration of geopolitical power in the not-too-distant future, or whether it will be remembered as just another talking shop, only time will tell. For QTV News, I'm Mamadou Mbodj.
That's all we have time for in this edition of QTV News. Thank you very much for watching. Join us again at 10. But just before we sign off, immediately after the news bulletin, we have another special program on the crisis in Niger. Thank you for watching. Bye.